Memory is a complicated thing, a relative to truth, but not its twin. Barbara Kingsolver. Memory is defined as a recollection, something remembered from the past, but it is much more complicated than that. Memory is like the unreliable narrator of the story of my life. The day I visited my grandparents' house for the new year, my grandma handed me a stack of childhood albums. I traced my fingers on the delicate pages of the book and relived the moment. I think I remember what I see, but I'm just putting together the visuals and making sense of the situation, which could cause a memory to be false. iPhone photos make us conceive memories as these folders that we just open. Videos and pictures vividly replay in front of my eyes and make my special moments feel raw. We try to link memories to tokens and photos that are somehow believed to retrieve or store memories, while sometimes it only proves the fragility of the memory that can easily be manipulated and distorted. These collections of memories must be taken as a grain of salt. That is when I ask, why might memory-based knowledge be problematic? I had moments of stress throughout 2021, transferring schools, family struggles, and sedentary lifestyles. My mom would always say, time heals the pain. I never understood this quote until Elizabeth Loftus introduced the concept of reconsolidation. I'm constantly reconstructing my narrative instead of living it. The longer it's been since the event, the more gaps appear, and as the clusters of brain cells link after one thought, the memory is in a state vulnerable to change. And this unstable condition is what allows me to overwrite the memory with something convenient to myself. That is how I heal from the harrowing experiences. At the same time, this proves how what I tell from memory has its own credibility compromised. Memories fail to capture the context and allow my unreliable narrator to tell its story. I understand why context matter when there is an absence of it. My gut feeling is suddenly turned against me. When I got scratched by the new dog at my grandparents' house, I was angry until I understood the context of how Kuchan was abused as a puppy and was adopted for free. Beau Lotto says, based on the statistics of my experience, the most convenient interpretation of a scratch was a sign of threat or disobedience. I felt the pain, but the gash was interpreted differently once I knew the context. Live photos have allowed us to broaden the context of our memory and do not limit us to a fixed image. I saw a whole new reality. Perhaps this context is what contributes to how I view memories. Memory-based knowledge can be problematic and is absolutely not truth's twin, as one can never revisit the state of mind and context of that particular moment. I can't tell the weather or the unpleasant exchange I had that day from a single photo or a keychain. Truth becomes obscure and distant through the repeated process of remembering. I'm connecting dots only in the present, using fractals of the memory to complete something new each time, just like the Meiji chocolate game with many ways to solve. But memory-based knowledge still matters because I can interact with the truth. And even if my reconsolidation leads me to daydream about everything but the truth, in some way it could allow me to be creative, which is beautiful. As Julia Shaw puts it, it is a capability of being human. TOK coexists with my life. Whether that be debating if the Forrest Gump quote went life is or life was like a box of chocolates, or trying to explain how the strawberry shade tasted nothing like the ones at Shake Shack, but this shaved ice syrup type strawberry. In retrospect, this whole break was a memory test.